On today's Solo Saturday, we play Marvel Legendary. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lee with Geek City USA here, and today we're going to play Marvel Legendary. Now, this is a game that we've had for a while. We purchased it, it's probably been 6-8 months ago. We've never played it in a group setting. I've just messed around with it solo, and I've only played a couple of times, but I wanted to play this one because this has been a game that has been on my list of games to play here, so I wanted to play it. I figured this would be the perfect opportunity. So I'm already dealt up here. I have my starting deck here of the 12 cards. I'll give it a little more of a shuffle. Now, the heroes that I have here in this deck, you're going to see Wolverine. As I fill this up here, you will see Nick Fury, and you will see Black Widow. There's another Black Widow and another Nick Fury. And as for the villains, I have Loki is the head villain here that I'm set to defeat. And I have the villains of Asgard, I think, are what they're called here. Where are they at here? Yes, villain enemies of Asgard. And then I also have these the Savage Land mutants as the henchmen that are shuffled in here. So I'm going to shuffle this deck some more because I just looked through it to say who I had it set up with. And then I also have the scheme for Unleash the Power of the Cosmic Cube. And you see here the scheme twist from, it's really, the only bad thing is, starting at twist 5 and 6, each player is going to gain a wound. Twist 7, we're going to gain 3 wounds. And twist 8, evil is going to win. So there was really no rhyme or reason as to why I picked who I picked. I thought Loki would be a fun villain to play. I've never played him before. And then I figured Wolverine would be fun as a hero to play. Obviously, Nick Fury is pretty cool. And I figured Black Widow, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. So again, no rhyme or reason. I'm sure I'm not set up perfectly. And I'm also going to say, as far as the solo rules go, I'm going off of the solo rules in the base Marvel Legendary. I know they've had some solo rule changes that are in later expansions, but this is just straight from the Legendary rule book here. And so the only real change, whenever I complete a scheme twist, I KO a hero from the HQ at a cost of 6 or less. There's only one bystander and one master strike in the deck. So for better or for worse, I understand that the solo, from what I understand anyway, the solo mode is improved in the later expansions. I didn't want to deviate from what was in the box, partially because I'm a rules lawyer and it's how I roll a little bit. But I just thought it was best for me. Now, what I'm going to do here is on this side of the board, here's my deck. I'll have my discard pile here. Perhaps my defeated enemies over here, just so that way you can see what it is. And I don't know if I'm going to do overlays to show what my hand are, what cards are in my hand, what my hand is, or if I'll do something different. So we'll see. You might see something pop up here, or if not, I'll try to show my hand here. So we're going to start off and always start with the villain turn, and we are going to turn Frost Giant first, which has a strength of 4. And if I fight him, I have to reveal a hero with whatever that logo is. The little, I guess I should really focus on, is that the focus logo? I guess I should learn the names here. Let's see. Stand by, please. That is the covert heroes. Oh, no, that's a ranged hero. So I got strength, instinct, covert, tech, and ranged. All right, and then, so yeah, let's see what we have here. So in my hand, I have, looks like 4 shield agents and 2 shield troopers. So these 4 shield agents are going to give me 4 to go shopping for a hero down here. And these 2 are going to do me absolutely no good at this point in the game here. So I will play these, and I'm just going to set them here. I know they don't go in the KO, but just so you can see them, even though they're all kind of bunched together. So anyway, so I get to buy something for 4, and I would really like to focus on a lot of extra attack. So I think I'm going to buy the high-tech weaponry Nick Fury, which gives me a +1 for that little icon there, a +1 attack. And that icon is the tech heroes. So +1 if I use a tech hero. So that's going to be what I buy. I'm going to take these, put them in my discard pile. I will draw 6 new cards, 4, 5, 6, and then we will flip the next villain card. And right away we get a scheme twist. Now the scheme twists have to go next to the scheme here. Put the twist next to the scheme. And I KO, according to the rules, oops, this should have been filled right away. I KO a hero of a value 6 or less. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to get rid of the Dangerous Rescue Black Widow, because for a covert symbol, I can KO a card from my hand or discard pile. And if I do, I can rescue a bystander. Playing solo, there's only one bystander on the deck. I'm not sure if more will be added, but we're just going to KO that one. I like this one, the Mission Accomplished one, because it lets me draw a card. I'm all about drawing cards. Well, then I just drew a second one to fill the number 3 that I pulled, so maybe that wasn't the best call. But let's see. So in my hand this time here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, same as before. I have 4 shield agents and 2 shield troopers. So I can't attack anything. But with my 4, I think I'm going to take these 2, draw a card. Well, I'll start by grabbing this one, the Mission Accomplished Black Widow. We'll flip that, and then I'll draw the other one. So now I'll hopefully be able to get some extra cards going here. Let me shuffle my discard pile. Now you see I am not playing with sleeves. I typically don't sleeve my games, although I can see the draw to sleeving this game. A, it's a deck builder, and B, as you're adding expansions, you don't want your cards to look worn when you have new ones, but probably not gonna end up sleeving them. So this might be a very hard video for some people to watch. I won't riffle shuffle the cards, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, let's see what another scheme twist. So we have 2 of them now, and I have to KO somebody 5 or less. We're gonna get rid of, let's get rid of high-tech weaponry, Nick Fury there, and we'll replace with a Dangerous Rescue Black Widow, who's got the 2 attack. And my cards this time around, all right, looks like I have 3 and 3. So a little bit of attack, a little bit of buying power. The 3 attack isn't gonna do me any good to get rid of the Frost Giant. The 3 buying power, I think that, let's see, I'm not interested in rescuing a bystander. So I think I'm gonna take the Healing Factor Wolverine, which costs 3, 2 attack. You may KO a wound from your hand or discard pile. If you do, draw a card. So that's gonna be what I do this time. I'll draw back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll actually fill in the spot there. Man, lots of Wolverines. It's a Wolverine party here in HQ today. And the villain card, another scheme twist. Now you guys saw me shuffle this. You saw that happen. So let's discard, we'll discard this Dangerous Rescue Black Widow. I don't really find that as being too much of a punishment to discarding a card in the HQ that's worth 6 or under, because obviously I'm going to pick the lowest one, probably anyway. I just think that there should be a little more of a, I don't know, a punishment, but, you know, c'est la vie. But here we go, it's a total Wolverine party now. And in our hand, okay, so we have some good stuff. So we have 3 of the shield agents to do buying. I have a heavy weaponry Nick Fury to do 2 damage, which gives me 1 extra if I play a tech hero. And I have this Mission Accomplished Black Widow. So let's start by playing Mission Accomplished Black Widow. I'll play her right here. And that lets me draw a card. And, oh, not from the hero deck. I'll draw a card from my hand. And that is another Mission Accomplished Black Widow. So I'll play that. The extra power would be to rescue a bystander, the tech power, but there aren't any there. So let me draw another card here. Now we're ready to do some damage, I think. So let's see here. Let's look at our purchasing, and I can buy something worth 4. We have 4 shield agents there. So with that, I think maybe I will draw, I'm going to draw these Keen Senses Wolverines. This guy's worth 3, or worth 2. But these let me draw a card. This lets me, I don't have a 5. Yeah, so I'm going to take the 1 damage that lets me draw a card. And I'll flip that. I'm going to take another one of those. So that was my 4 spend, and I really shouldn't have put these here. And then I'm going to play these 2 cards. So this would be, there's 1 attack, and then this would be 2 more, and plus I get +1 if I played a tech hero here. So I get 2, 3, 4 attack. So I'm going to take out the Frost Giant. Now the Frost Giant, each player reveals a ranged hero, which I don't have any in my hand. And it says, or gain a wound. So I guess I gain a wound, which is no big deal because some of these Wolverine powers, let me get rid of them. And I have defeated the Frost Giant. So let me add these to my discard pile. And I have one drawn, and let me shuffle these here. So we're tearing through these, the scheme twists already. I don't like that. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the villain that's coming out this time, is a Ymir Frost Giant King. Ambush. Each player reveals a focus hero, I'm gonna keep saying that, a ranged hero or draws a wound. And if I fight him, I have to KO any number of wounds from my hand and discard piles. That's kind of nice. So I do not have that card, so I gain a wound. Yay. And in my hand this time, I don't have a lot of good. I have a wound here. Let's start by playing this Black Widow. It lets me draw a card, which I desperately think I need here. This is kind of cool. I can KO a card from my wound, KO a wound from my hand or discard pile. And if I do, I gain a card. So I'm going to discard this wound, and I'm going to draw a card. So that's not a bad gig there, I think. And so I have 2 attack, 3, 4 attack, and 3 buy. So I can't attack anything. What am I going to buy for 3? I think we're going to go... Boy, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take high-tech weaponry Nick Fury, where I get a +1 for the tech power. So that's what I'm doing there. I'll refill that, and I'll draw this up. Now, I can honestly say that I really am eager to try the expansions to this game because there's so much growth, and I think that the core heroes that come in the game, they're not necessarily my favorite heroes to play with. So it'd be really cool to add on some additional heroes, add on some extra villains. I think it'd be fun, which is obviously the idea of the expansions. Let's see the villain deck this time. Oh, Savage Land Mutant. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw an extra card. There's that guy there. And what do I have in my hand? Let's see. Okay, so I have a Wolverine that does 1 attack, and that lets me, draw a card if I have another punchy dude, which I don't. That's an Instinct hero. So I'll play this one, and that lets me draw a card because I have an Instinct hero. All right, and then I will play this Black Widow. That'll let me draw a card. And this Nick Fury here is going to give me an attack. Let me put my discards here, because then I think we could see better as I play my cards there. So I got the attack there, and I get +1 attack because I played this Black Widow. So I have so far 2, 3, 4, 5 attack, 6 attack. So let's take out this this villain here, and if I fight, I KO any number of wounds from my hand and discard pile. Well, I have 1 on my discard pile, so let's get rid of it. And then I can buy 3 points worth. Ooh, man, that's an 8. That's pretty cool. Well, this is my only option right here. KO a wound from your hand or discard pile, and if you do, draw a card. So I'm going to grab this one here, the Healing Factor Wolverine. Fill that up. So I know the villain deck is the timer in the game, and it kind of stresses me out because I don't feel like I get enough time to play to do 10 damage to Loki. I mean, you really have to, you have to get some good draws. There's a lot of random factor. Not that I really mind per se. We'll go like that. And the villain card is a Scheme Twist. So that's our 4th Scheme Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, which means our next Scheme Twist, we're going to start drawing some wounds. And then I'll discard a card under 5. So let's get rid of, for 6 and under, we'll KO that card. Let's replace with another Wolverine for our Wolverine party. And what do we have in our hand? The vanilla draw. Look at that. That's a bummer. So we have 2 attack and 4 purchase. The 2 attack isn't going to do us any good. The 4 purchase, I guess we'll just take this. The healing factor Wolverine, that's all we can take. We'll fill that up with mission accomplished Black Widow. We will draw back up. So there are only 3 plot twists or scheme twists left in this deck. And we just drew the Enchantress. So to fight, draw 3 cards, and she does 6 attack. Oh boy. So let's see what we have in our hand. So first, we are going to play Mission Accomplished Black Widow. That will let us draw a card. And another default Dan here. Well, let's play this Wolverine. It'll let us do an attack. And then I'll play another one that'll let us draw a card. And default Dan again. Woohoo! And we'll play that attack, which will give us an extra. And there's an attack. So I will actually have 2, 3, 4, plus the 1 for playing this for 5, 6 attack. Which isn't going to let us take out Loki, but it will let us take out the Enchantress here and let us draw 3 cards. So I'll take it. So 1, 2, and 3. So I'll play that to draw a card. And a default Dan. So I actually have, this isn't going to be too bad. So we'll play this attack and this attack, which will give us 2, 4, 5. And we will take out the Savage Mutant, which will let us draw an extra card for defeating. So I actually get to draw 7 cards this next turn. And then we're left with 4 to buy, which I wish it were more. So we're taking a Shield Officer. I think we need to. Although I know there are cards in the deck that'll let us get rid of cards in our hand to get a Shield Officer. Get rid of a... Well, I think I want to take a Shield Officer. Because otherwise I have another draw a card Black... You know what? I'll take a draw a card Black Widow. That doesn't hurt us. And then I could take this draw a card Wolverine. So at least we're getting cards. Yeah, so here's the one I was waiting for. You may KO a hero from your hand or discard pile. And if you do, you may draw a Shield Officer into your hand. So I like that because it lets me get rid of those default Dans, and I can in turn get the Shield Officer. And as the game goes on, I can use that card to get rid of more of those early cards. All right, so I have 2 now in my hand. Well, I'll take that one. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the villain is Scheme Twist. So that's number 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 5, each player gains a wound. Yay. Set that there. At least we're okay here in the city. There's not a lot going on. But I have a handful. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to play Mission Accomplished Black Widow, which lets us draw a card. I'm going to play this Healing Factor Wolverine. You may KO a wound from your hand or discard pile. Thankfully, we just drew that. And if you do, draw a card. But sadly, not what I want. So I have 2, 3, 4 attack, which isn't going to let me do anything, and 4 purchase. So we will take this this Battlefield Promotion Nick Fury that lets us discard a hero card and draw a Shield Officer. Draw Robin Schabatsky there. Okay, so that is our hand that time. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we have? Oh, Destroyer. Fight, KO all of your heroes. That stinks. Each player KOs 2 of their heroes and they escape. I don't like this guy. Okay, so let's play that and we can draw a card. And, well, Oh, we could play, oh, this Keen Senses Wolverine though won't let us, because I don't have the, what is it, the Instinct Heroes, I won't be able to draw a card. But anyway, that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attack. Oh man, I don't. So here's the deal, if I defeat this guy, I have to discard all these cards. So actually, let me hold on to this guy. This would be 7 attack. I don't think I want to fight him. I don't think that's going to be beneficial. So I'm going to let him go. And it stinks that it's not enough to take on Loki there. But I don't want to discard my heroes, because I'll lose my 2 Nick Furies and the Shield Trooper I don't really care about, but I don't want to lose the Nick Furies. So I'm going to let him go. That was a total wasted turn. And let me know down below. This is, like I said, I'm not real versed with this game. Is that a good decision? Does it sometimes make sense to let the villains go? And a scheme twist. We are 2 schemes away from losing. So that's going to go right into our discard pile. That stinks, man. We've already got, that was the 6th one of those. And what do we have? So we're going to play this to draw a card. And we are going to play this to KO a wound from your hand or discard pile. And if you do, draw a card. I would be happy to. All right, we're going to have to shuffle this because we have a lot of cards we're about to draw here. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle up and deal. Did I draw that card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to play this one, which lets me draw a card. I will play this Wolverine that lets us draw a card. That Black Widow, which lets us draw a card. See, that paid off. I'm going to be able to, I think I might actually be able to hurt Loki this turn. You may KO a hero from your hand or discard pile, and if you do, you may gain a shield officer to your hand. So I'll play that, and I'm going to KO this default Dan here, and I'm going to take the shield officer into my hand. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still not enough to do any damage to Loki. And I've got 3 here to shop with, and I can't... it was such a good hand in theory. There's nothing to kill. Oh well. I guess I could take a shield officer, but I don't want to gum up my hand with anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I can get rid of a shield agent and upgrade it to a shield officer, totally on board with that. But I don't want to buy a shield officer for the sake of buying one. All right, the Enchantress, where if I fight her, I get to draw 3 cards. So what do I have this time around? Nothing good. Nothing good at all. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 attack, and 1, 2, 3 buy. Maybe I need to take the shield officer. This deck's not getting any thinner or any thicker. And when I don't know, did I discard when I did that scheme? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. We're gonna discard KO this guy because I don't believe I did that when I drew that last scheme. Let's see, there should be 5 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is now. So yes, I needed to do that. Even so, I can't buy Covert Operation Black Widow. So we are 4, 5, 6. So here we go. I'm gonna call it. If I don't have enough to buy anything in this row, I'm gonna start buying these shield officers because I probably only have 4 more turns or so. Ooh, Henchman, Savage Land Mutant. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw an extra card. And I did not do that the last time. Why didn't anybody tell me? Ugh. It might have given me 1 extra, because I think this would have been the next card, this guy right here. Okay, here we go. For all the marbles, we're going to play this Black Widow to draw a card. And then I'm going to shuffle these cards. Okay, do I have any more cards to draw? No, I don't. So then I will draw, or I'll play 2 damage, plus 1 is 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to defeat the Enchantress, which lets me draw 3 cards. Oh, can I make something happen? 1, 2, 3. No. Well, maybe. So I have 2, 3 points of attack here. So I could take out this henchman, which when you draw a new hand of cards, I can draw an extra card. Don't let me forget, Internet. All right, and that gives me 5 to buy something. Do I want to draw 2 cards and 2 attack? Yes. That's what I want to do. All right. So we're close to the end here, I'm afraid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I haven't done a single damage to Loki. Another Savage Land Mutant, so when I fight, I get to draw an extra, ooh, and I get an extra card. See, I almost forgot again. All right, so play that to draw a card. And with this, I can KO a hero from my hand or discard pile and draw a Shield Officer. So we're going to get rid of Default Dan there, and we are going to take the Shield Officer into our hand, as per the card says. And we will play. So there's a 2 attack, right? None of those have any attacks. So I'm going to scoot that up a little bit. So I got a 2 and a 2 attack. Here's a 1 attack that lets me draw a card. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to hold that at 7. Let's just do this. We're going to kill this guy. It'll thin out our deck. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. 7, 8. We'll fight this guy. It'll let us draw another card. I got 4 to buy with. I guess I'll buy this guy. So I'm not happy where this game's going at all. I don't feel like I have any chance at all to defeat Loki. But I do get an extra card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That goes there. I shuffle these up. Man. All right. 6 and 7. Oh, villain is Scheme Twist. So this should give us 3 wounds, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to take 3 wounds. 1, 2, 3. Discard something here for 6 or less. We'll get rid of 1 of the legendary. No, yes. We'll KO that one. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in our hand. So we'll start by playing this Mission Accomplished Black Widow and drawing a card. And we will play that, what is that called? Keen Senses Wolverine, which would let us draw a card, but we haven't played one of the Instinct heroes yet. But now we'll play that one that let us draw a card. We'll play this, that'll let us draw 2 cards. Good, good, good. We'll play this, which lets us KO a wound from our hand or discard pile. And if you do, draw a card. Haha, here we go. That card again. Discard a wound and draw a card. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. That lets us draw a card. And then we'll go 9, 10. Almost enough to do 2 attacks. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so we're going to attack Loki. We're just going to take the bottom one. These are all shuffled. I have no idea what it is. It says, defeat a villain in the city for free. So does that mean I don't need to fight it? Does that mean I don't need to take that into account? I'm going to assume yes. So okay, so these go into my victory pile. Unfortunately, I was hoping for something maybe that let me draw extra cards, but... So then I have 2, 4, there's nothing to fight, that's a bummer. But then I have 4 here to buy something. And we'll take another healing factor Wolverine. And we are 25% of the way there. We have minimal villain deck left, and 1 scheme twist and the game is over. 6, which I am not a happy camper about. Master Strike. Ooh, what does that do? Woohoo! Each player reveals a Hulk Punch hero or gains a wound. So what is that? Strength hero or gains a wound, which I don't have one, but that's okay. I'll take a wound because I have my little Wolverine cards. Now, when I draw a Master Strike, do I KO something out of my Mastermind? I think that I would get rid of something here. Let me see. Let me refer to the trusty rule book here. The card is a Master Strike. Nope. So just do the Master Strike. Okay. All right. So I will put the Master Strike. Where to go? Oh, right here. Into the KO pile. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I could KO a hero from my hand and draw a shield officer. I can KO a wound from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, I draw a card. So I can do 3 attack, which isn't going to do me any good. 2, 3, 4, 5 buying power. I could buy the Covert Operation Black Widow, which is going to do me no good, but I guess I'll take it. You get 1 damage for each bystander in your victory pile, which does not help me whatsoever. Okay, we'll draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's shuffle this up a little bit. Now, I heard Red Skull is the easy villain to fight when you're first playing this game. Did I pick a rough combo? And I know that you don't have to stick with your villain group, but I just think it's cool for Loki to bring the villains from Asgard. It just makes sense to me. Okay, what do we have? Oh, villain, 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 villain. Ooh, the Frost Giant King. We have to reveal a... that was a range, right? I'm going to get these symbol names right. Yeah, we have to reveal a ranged hero or gain a wound. And I don't have one, so I will gain a wound. But I don't mind, that's okay. All right, what do we have here? So we're going to start by drawing a card. And then we will play Keen Senses Wolverine. And then we'll play another one, and that one's going to let us draw a card because, ooh, and it's a wound. Yay. So we'll play High Tech Nick Fury, which is going to give a +1. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really? I can't have one more? I can't have one more? Okay. So choose a player. That player KOs any number of wounds from their hand and discard pile. Well, we'll fight him. And it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get rid of the wounds because I want to save them for the Wolverine power. 2 buying power. I guess I'll take the draw card. I suppose so. Let's draw a card out of the right deck. If you start noticing, I sound a little defeated because I'm not really, there's 4 cards left. One's the last scheme twist. One is a bystander. So I've got a 25% chance of losing the game right here. And is that the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's number 8. Evil officially wins the game. Ah! Well, that's Marvel Legendary for you. I'm kind of bummed. That was a terrible showing. I didn't do any good against Loki. I think maybe if I replayed this and this exact villain and exact mastermind, exact scheme, everything being the same, I think that I would have left out Black Widow. I think that she wasn't. I was getting cards, so that was helpful. But Wolverine also gave cards, so I think maybe I needed somebody with a little more punch, maybe like a Hulk or even a Thor. Oh well, that was a fun little experience. Well, that's Marvel Legendary for you, Marvel the deck building game. So thanks for watching. I almost want to try this again right now, but we'll keep this as it is. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if there are recommendations or games that you want to see me play on Solo Saturday. Comment down below. A, if I have the game, I will absolutely play it. And B, if I don't, it might be an excuse to purchase it. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, all that stuff. But thanks for hanging out with us. Solo Saturday, we get the loss. Another one in the L column for us. But hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. My name is Lee. Cheers.